I'm going to talk about the standard 5 application of content. So about the lesson. So
it was the lesson was related to
first we talked about the DNA application, DNA extraction, and then we start talking about
so mainly was the extraction of DNA, and for the project it was mixed between the project and the technology. You did the virtual lab. That's what we call the biotechnique.
Yeah. So yeah, for the first element project-based learning, so we did the virtual lab, DNA extraction virtual lab, because like we couldn't have, due to like the curriculum, and so we couldn't have a real project. So we did the lab, and after they did the lab, we mentioned that they could do like they could do the DNA extraction lab at home.
Yeah, it's
with the materials.
All the materials can be easily get from any market.
Yeah, and do like a vlog showing the steps for the lab, and yeah, so that
and
could
it was
be
very helpful.
project.
Yes, it was very like. It was easy for the students to understand the process, and it has all the explanations and instructions in what it was easy for them to analyze it at the end.
Yeah,
because especially the activity that is completed this virtual work.
Yeah, and like they were like they need to find why they used this solution, why we used the word water bath, why. So they need to discuss and find out why they used that, why they did that. So it is like somehow hitting
proficient. It was proficient, free. And application to real world was amazing. You gave them more than you let them work on more than research.
Articles.
Yeah, they read an article, and then they read the news about the murder that happened, and what evidence they collected to match the DNA of the assassinate to the crime.
Yeah, like somehow. So everything was like related to DNA application.
That was outstanding. The second.
For the second, and for the third element.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I did?
Yeah. Use of digital, yes, use of digital tools for learning. So for this element, like we use the virtual lab thing. So
and it was for the first time, first time for them. They were using virtual lab, like how they move from one step to the other. They discovered all the materials
virtually.
Virtually. That was
and other tools, like they already using the Google Doc, so it is somehow it was
very effective. Very proficient.
Okay.
Literacy.
Next element is the literacy across the curriculum. So
yeah, it included like more than one activity. Peeling the fruit, where they reported all the steps and the conclusion and application of the lab, all in this peeling fruit, starting from the skin of the fruit until the fruit itself, and then at the end the conclusion through the seeds of it. And then everyone had a chance to make a discussion, write their own notes, and definitely the kernel notes for
the kernel notes. They read an article or a passage, scientific passage related to gene regulation and expression, and then they did the kernel notes thing. So and they already familiar with the kernel notes. So it was fine.
It was outstanding.
Okay, good. And next, final one is interdisciplinary themes. So in this, I tried to connect like their English classes with the science. So talking about like Harry Potter series. So they already familiar with the characters. I'm not so familiar with it. And talking about like how each family or each character has different features, different traits, connecting them with the genetics, with traits that how to figure out like that person have freckles, that person
Yeah,
that
it
doesn't
was a
have
great
freckles.
way to introduce
In
the
your unit.
yes,
Yeah.
interdisciplinary team. That was proficient.
Okay. For this. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.